Good morning, friends. In the last lectures, we started combined stasis, means direct and bending stasis. So that's why, in the last lectures, we discussed theoretical part of the direct and bending stasis. So that's why today I am taking problems related with the direct and bending stasis. So please note down today's first problems. A circular CI column of diameter 250 mm carries a vertical load of 600 kilonewton at a distance of 35 mm. From the axis. Find the extreme values of the stresses. Find the extreme values of stresses induced in the sections. Induced in the section. Suppose this is a vertical column. This is circular column. Likewise, and his load is acting diameter 250 mm. This diameter is 250 mm, and this load is, this distance is 35, 600 kilonewton load. Suppose this is load point. P. So in this right hand side, compressive stress is induced, and here's you will get this is maximum. So this is positive. Sorry, because this is compressive, so maybe likewise this is minimum and this is maximum, and this is minimum, and this may be compressive, and this is sigma B minus, or PB minus, and this is positive PB. This is positive because this is nature of the stress is compressive. So that's why first we will calculate direct stress equal to P divided by A, or load divided by A. Load equal to 600 kilonewtons multiplied by 1000, area of cross sections pi by 4, 250 squares equal to. First we will calculate direct stress, and this is compressive. 600 multiplied by 4 divided by pi 12.22 megapascal. Now PB equal to plus minus m divided by section modulus plus minus m divided by m into y max divided by I. So this is circular, that's why this I equal or m equal to load multiplied by eccentricity. Load equal to 600 kilonewtons multiplied by 1000, eccentricity 35. This is equal to 21 into 10 to the power 6 Newton mm. Now y max equal to d by 2. So d equal to 250 divided by 2. This is equal to 125. This is y max. Anywhere extreme distance from the, so you can call as a, this is y max 125 mm, and moment of inertia equal to, because this is circular, pi by 64 d raised to 4, d equal to 250 raised to 4 divided by 64 multiplied by 250 square 191,747 etc. So that's why PB equal to moment equal to 21 into 10 to the power 6 multiplied by 125 divided by 191,747. So what may be? I think 598. 1 divided by answers multiplied by 125. Otherwise 21 multiplied by 10 to the power 6 multiplied by 125 multiplied by 64 divided by pi divided by 250 square. This is equal to 13.689 megapascal. That's why this is plus minus PB. So maximum stress equal to direct stress plus bending stress. Direct stress equal to 12.12 plus 13.689. This is 12.22, 25.90 megapascal, and this is compressive, and minimum equal to direct stress 12.22 and this minus 13.689 minus 12.22. This is equal to minus 1.469 megapascal. This is minus, means this is not correct. So in this case, you will get such type of autograph. This is 1.469. This is negative and this is positive. This is minimum and this is maximum. Try to understand why this is negative sign. So negative sign means this is goes upper side, because this sigma b equal to 13 point and plus this is 12.22. So that's why this is slightly goes in the negative side. Next problems. A steel plate 15 mm by 50 mm. A steel plate 50 mm by 15 mm is tested by pulling it with a tensile force of 45 kilonewton. The line of actions of the load is 35 mm from one edge as shown in figure. An extensometer set along the line of action and extensometer set along the line of action if the load shows an extension of 0.0 mm over a gauge length of 125 mm. Determine the extreme stresses for the extreme stresses for the plate of the sections and the Young's modulus of steel. figure is given. So first I will draw figures. This length is given 125 mm. And this is 15 and width equal to 50 mm. This load is this distance equal to 10 mm. So here we will use this space for diagram. Now this distance is the 25 mm and this total distance is 35 mm. Alright, so that's why direct stress is induced. Yes, solution: direct stress equal to P divided by A, and this is minus because this is tensile. P equal to 45 kilonewtons. This is 45,000. Area equal to this 15 because this is cross sections. 50 divided by 15. This is equal to minus 60 megapascal. Alright. Now PB equal to M by plus minus Z plus minus M I divided by Y, or M Y max divided by I. M equal to W into E, 45,000 multiplied by, this is the eccentricity, E equal to 10 mm. So this is 4,50,000. Now I equal to, this is B and this is D. BD cube divided by 12. B equal to 15. D equal to 50 cube divided by 12. 15 multiplied by 50 cube divided by 12, 156,250 mm raised to 4 because this is B and this is depth. Y max equal to, so Y max, this is the distance because this is equal to, you can call as a D divided by 2 and D equal to 50 depth divided by 2, this is 25 mm. That's why PB equal to plus minus M equal to 4,50,000 multiplied by 25 divided by 15, PB equal to multiplied by 25 multiplied by, this is equal to plus minus 72 megapascal. Now max equal to PO. This is, so actually this is PO plus PB. So PO equal to minus 60 plus PB equal to 72. This is 12 megapascal, and minimum equal to minus 60 minus 72 minus 132. So that's why here is this is tensile. And PB equal to, this is 72 megapascal. This is minus 72 megapascals equal to plus. This is resultant. Sorry. Resultant stress equal to minus 132 megapascals, and this is plus 12 megapascals, and this is, and this is, this distance equal to 10 mm, and this is 25 mm. Because yes, what is asked? What is the intensity? Yes, of the stress. So we have to calculate that, because since by using Trirashik method for 25 mm 72 megapascals and 10 mm equal to watt. So 72 divided by 25. 72 multiplied by, this is 28.88 megapascals. So here's this stress equal to means 0.8 megapascals. Now combinations of this minus 60 and this minus means here's minus 60 minus 28.8 equal to minus 88.8 megapascals. So this is the where the, so actually this is the last, determine the extreme stresses for the plate of the sections and Young's modulus of the steels. So here's because an extensiometer set along the line of the actions, because this is the line of actions load as shown in extension 0. mm. So here's 0.5 mm strain equal to or stress equal to strain equal to, so this extension is given 0.05, length equal to 125, and this stress equal to, now here's what is the stress at this point, because this is stress, this is equal to stress as point of action equal to 28.8 plus 60. Right, this is 88.8 megapascals. So that's why 88 megapascals divided by E. So E equal to 0.55, sorry, 88.8 multiplied by 125 this is equal to 2.10 to the power 5. So that is why this is correct. Approximately 2 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per mm squares. So this is your required answers. So next problems, such type of the problems generally asked during the theoretical examinations. A imaginary pair. So this is third problem. A imaginary pair 3 meter by 4 meter. 3 meter by 4 meter supports a vertical load of 600 kilonewton at a point shown in figure. Find the stresses at the corners of the figure. Find the stresses at the corners of the figure. So in this case, what is given, first we will try to understand that. So after that we can solve the problems. This distance is given 4 meter. This is 4 meter and this is 3 meter. This is x-axis and this is y-axis. And this load point, this is given 1.2 meters and this is 1 meter. This is load point. Suppose stresses A, B, C, D. So first we'll calculate direct stress equal to P divided by A. So P equal to how much? 600 kilonewtons and this is meter square. 3 by 4, 12 means this is equal to 50 newton, This is kilonewton per meter square. We will keep as it is. This is kilonewton and this is meters. So that's why kilonewton meter squares. Now first we will calculate moment of inertia about x-axis axis. So this means this is called moment of inertia about x-axis axis, and this is equal to Ex. So that's why here's m divided by z, or m into y. Oh, sorry, this is only moment of inertia. So moment of inertia B equal to, because this is parallel, this is called width, this is 4 meter and D equal to 3 meter. So that's why formula BD cube divided by 12 is equal to 4 3 cube divided by 12. 4 into 3 cube divided by 12. This is equal to 9. M raised to 4. Similarly, IY. Now this is IY and this is equal to B. B means breadth. Now B equal to parallel to, so this is 3 meter and depth equal to 4 meters. We are keeping same basically formula BD cube divided by 12. So this is the basic formula for rectangulars. Now B equal to 3 meters, 4 cube divided by 12, 3 into 4 cube divided by 12. This is equal to 16 m raised to 4. So that's why now PB equal to, what is formula? M divided by Z XX, or M divided by Z YY. So that's why we will calculate ZXX equal to IXX, or otherwise directly I will calculate PB XX equal to M into this is P into EX, XX axis, or this is YX divided by IXX. This is equal to 600 kilonewton. Now EX equal to 1 meter. This is equal to 1 meter. EX equal to distance above the load point from the X axis. This is equal to 1. YX means this is the distance above the extreme point from XX axis. This is equal to total 3 meters, means that is 1.5 meters. IXX divided by 9. This is 600 multiplied by 1.5 divided by 9. Now this is equal to 100 megapascal. Now PB YY, P into EY into this is YY, and this is IYY. So P equal to again 600 kilonewton multiplied by, now distance Ex, and this is equal to Ey. So that's why 1.2, and this distance is the total 4 meters, means this is extreme distance from the y-axis, that is equal to 2 meters divided by, now Iyy, this is 16. Divided by 16, this is equal to 90 megapascal. Now, so what is asked? Resultant stress. So first we will write stress at a corner, stress at B corner, stress at C corner, stress at D corner. Now here's we can make tables. So this is stresses. Now this is direct stress. This is PB XX, and this is PB YY, and this is the resultant stress. And nature of stress. So this is nature of the stress. Now direct stress equal to, so anywhere space at A corner, B corner, because nature of the stress, this is pushing types, so that's why compressive. This is plus, because for compressive stress, as per our assumptions, this is positive. Now this load points, this is in the right hand side, because this is x axis, sorry, this is x axis, load point in the upper sides. So in these areas at A corners and B, this is, you will get positive bending stress, because load points in the above x axis. So this is A and B points, that's why, and load points, this is not in the below the neutral axis, means that C and D points, so that's why this is negative. Now PB equal to XX, that is to be right here. Now for PB YY axis, now load point at B points, means in the right hand side, means at B and C points, so that's why, sorry, so this is A and B, means this is negative. Now load points means about YY axis B and C, this is positive, positive, negative, negative, and this is 90, 90, 90, 90. Now resultant stress, summation sum of the, this is 150 minus 90, this is plus 60 megapascals, plus 50 plus 100 plus 90, 240 megapascals, means this more stress is at B corners. 50 minus 100 minus 50 plus 40, this is 40 megapascals, again this is positive, and this is 50 minus 100 minus 90 minus 50 minus 140 megapascals. So this negative sign indicates stresses at D corners. This is tensile, and this is compressive, this is compressive, and this is compressive. Now I think you understand, if the load points nearer to that corners, so in these areas the stresses induced, that stresses are compressive only. In the at corners, means in these areas compressive stresses, but in these areas, means at D corners, here's nature of the stress induced, that is a tensile stress, means this may be because this columns, suppose this is column, so one corners, suppose this is columns at D corners, so this column may be slightly because of the tensile, so this maybe comes upwards. So according to that, this load is to be applied, because the stresses at each corner, that should be uniforms actually. So how to manage that, that we'll see in the next classes. But here's in these problems, the stresses at each corner, this is not equivalent because of the these loads. This load is equal to 60 kilonewtons, and if this load we increase, definitely that will balance, because otherwise so this stress is induced. So this stress is induced, that is not equalized, but this is 0, because this is not because all the stresses induced in the each corner, that should be compressive stress, because this is tensile. And if the load is acting at the center of the columns, you will get uniform stresses at each sections of the, because that is only direct stress. And when the sum of the combinations of the direct stress and bending stresses, you will not get the uniform stresses. In the sum of the cases, you will get maximum, or in the sum of the cases, you will get minimum stresses. Now remaining problems related with these chapters we will see in the next class. So due to limitations of the times, I stop here, and we will continue remaining portions in the next class. Thank you.